Sup universe? Guess who we're with? This is Cody. He's not important. These guys are important though. I'm Jason.
Oh, don't blame me, Cody.
Poor Cody.
He came all the way from Australia.
No, he didn't. He lies.
He was here the whole time.
Cody's a liar. Anyways, we're here to do the first ever round table mailbag style round bag. That's what we're calling it.
The crisscross edition.
The crisscross edition. So it's really the Chris bag round.
Hey there, and welcome to the Cody Zone. My name's Cody. I'm just in the Cody Zone right here with the Codys. These are my Codys.
Is it like a band with like Cody and the Codys?
Yeah. These are the Codys. I'm Cody. Welcome to Cody and the Codys. I am your host for today. I just decided that because I just like...
This is where we cut, so now I cut. Now I cut here, and I go to me, because you've just been cut. Anyways, so if you're not familiar with what the mailbag is, it's where we answer your questions all about Zelda. So we've got some good questions here that you guys sent in the last mailbag, which is just me all alone in my lonesome in my room answering questions. But now that we've got 4 brains combined, we can answer questions with great intelligences. So I am going to jump right into question 1, which is from Josh the Lego Dude.
What up, Josh?
What up? What up indeed? Josh the Lego Dude asks, in Ocarina of Time, the Great Deku Tree is at roughly the same altitude as Hyrule Field. We know that Hyrule Field must be flooded in the Wind Waker because there are no large flat areas in the game. So, how is the tree not flooded in the Wind Waker? Did the gods teleport it, and how did it get so big so fast?
That is an amazing
That
question.
is what she said.
Oh
my goodness.
You want me to start out with this theory that I got?
Go ahead, man.
Alright, cool. Well, this is what I think. At the end of Ocarina of Time, if I'm not mistaken, the Deku Tree turned into a new mini Deku Tree. And over time, I'm thinking that the goddesses or someone else just uprooted it and planted it somewhere else.
After the flood.
After the flood.
Of course.
And there it is. It's a higher elevation.
So you think you think it was young enough that it could just have been uprooted?
Yeah, that was a small plant. I think the water actually helped it grow faster.
Probably.
Yeah,
That's not how it works. If something gets flooded, it loses
No,
all the
Cody,
precious
what's your
soil.
logic?
It was uprooted at a higher elevation, but maybe the roots, like the water was like a bank for it to drink.
What is pretty buoyant normally? And maybe it just floated to the top of the. Maybe it got uprooted, floated to the top of the. Shut up. Maybe it just uprooted, floats. Your opinion is not valid here. To the top of the flood and got replanted down at the bottom, on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too, but I like the first theory a little. This is more
I
plausible.
think it would be cool. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
No.
So I was saying that I think it would be cool if because it's sacred, they just dug up the little plant. And brought it.
Oh no.
What? What's so funny? Okay.
We're just laughing.
I'm just looking at Cody. He's so sad.
So, and now we come back from our commercial breaks. Here we have reports here that opponent has gone missing. If you've seen, please call 1-800-ZELDA. Now with local news, Cody, take it away.
Hello, my name is Cody.
My name is Jason.
And we're back. Next question, please.
Did we answer?
Answer that.
No.
Deku Tree.
Here, take a breather.
Actually, I think the goddesses could have reformed a bunch of the land of Hyrule while they were doing the flood to save some of the people, because I'm not sure if they say it in the Wind Waker that I know they say that people fled to the mountaintops to avoid the flood, and that's how people are living on top of the mountains in the Wind Waker. I'm not sure if the tree could have done the same on its own, given that it has.
But I think
sentience.
the goddesses or the people of Hyrule could have taken the tree because it's sacred and replanted it somewhere else because of the flood. So they like maybe it's so sacred to them that they didn't want it to be destroyed, so they uprooted it themselves and replanted it somewhere else where it would be safe.
The tree is magical. The Deku Tree had the power to keep the Kikiri forest safe. Even though it was just a tree over there. It had magical powers. A wizard did it.
I mean, There are wizards in Zelda, I guess. But,
a wizard tree did it.
and I don't think the tree has the power to move itself. I mean, if it did, would it really want to just stay in one place? But
Yeah. I mean, it's a tree. Maybe trees like staying in one place.
yeah, maybe. I don't know about trees. I've never been a tree. But one day I will be. One day I'll be a tree, like in Golden Sun, when all the people become trees. And some people really liked it because they were never.
There's an actual disease where people grow like wood on their arms.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you seen that?
I've seen
Have you
tree
seen
man.
that? People turning the trees. It's real.
Yeah,
It's
I've
real.
seen it too.
Oh, it's real.
I almost had a disease once.
What?
But luckily, I was cured because I
Really?
had apples, and I was no longer an apple tree.
So confused. The massive confusion in your brain hole.
Let's go to the next question.
All right, we're gonna go to the next. All right, next question. Question 2 comes from Toadstool News, who asks: in the games, Link carries the Triforce of Courage, Zelda the Triforce of Wisdom, and Ganondorf the Triforce of Power. But in some games, there are incarnations of Din, Nehru, and Furore. What's the difference between the Triforces, the people that hold them, and the incarnations of the goddesses?
Alright, it's not completely explained. It's, but I don't think the incarnations of the goddesses are incarnations in the sense that they have goddess powers. They might just be like priestesses of Din, or they might, it's not, they're not all-powerful goddesses, because otherwise they wouldn't have been captured.
I think they may also like kind of just be cameo appearances of the goddesses. Like, you know how a lot of people, like a common Spanish name is Jesus.
Right.
I mean, doesn't mean they're Jesus.
True that.
But these people, you know, even though they
Well,
look,
it's not like coincidental. Like they're all named, they're all important, like princesses that get captured, like because they have some sort of control. Like obviously they're not just normal people, because when they get taken, it changes like the seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're not the goddesses. I don't think.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they're unimportant. They definitely have importance, and they're definitely named for the way they are because they're important. But I don't think their level of importance is akin to the goddesses. Likewise, I think the difference between, you know, say the Triforce and the goddesses is the Triforce is just a symbol of the power that the goddesses left. And it's not like the full extent. I mean, the goddesses had the power to shape and create the universe, whereas the Triforce just has the power to grant a wish. And each piece, in and of itself, while it has great power, is not power to reshape reality. But this is, you know, these are goddesses. These are omnipotent beings. So you know, that I think is the real difference between, you know, Ganondorf and Link and Zelda are possessors of these objects of metaphorical ability. And when they're combined, it turns into real ability. But it's not the ability of the goddesses. And the cameo appearance of the goddesses definitely only are there, I think, to signify that they are characters of importance with some sort of power.
I agree.
But I think it's weird that like every Zelda seems to have like magical powers, which seems to be coincidence, because you don't see many people with magical powers, but Zelda, the holder of the Triforce of Wisdom, just coincidentally is always able to cast spells and stuff. Which what else do you see that from? Like whiz robes. Where's that from? You know.
I think the creators just wanted to make the game fun, so they just added certain things to certain characters
That's
and make the story different.
No, that's the easy answer to everything.
That's my
It's a
answer.
game, get over it. But I mean, that's not what we do at the Mailbag. We're supposed to try and overanalyze things
I see.
because it's funny.
Alright.
I like Tingle's blue and it's red.
I think it's red to signify the color of blood on the battlefield in the Great War.
Overanalyzing is so much fun.
Yeah, for kids. This one's directed at me, so I would like to pass the torch to somebody to read it to me.
I'll read
because
it.
Christian's pretty good at
because
reading.
I've never seen this.
He was in the
That
first
should-
grade.
Don't let me know what
Alright,
it
guys.
says.
Shit.
Spanish.
Jason,
Can you,
te tengo que
can you
preguntar.
oh my god, he is.
Por
Good.
favor, me está preocupando un poquito. Sé que no puedes discutir esto de Ocarina of Time 3D. Porque I don't know how to say NDA. Let me just read it in English. Alright, this question comes in from Toadstool News. Jason, I must ask because this is actually worrying me a bit. I know you're not allowed to discuss Ocarina of Time 3D too much because of NDAs, but after getting Dead or Alive Dimensions, I am understandably concerned regarding one aspect of Ocarina of Time. In Dead or Alive, when the 3D is turned on, the frame rate of the game is halved. Is this also the case with Ocarina of Time?
That is a good and decent question to ask about Ocarina of Time 3D, and since I am absolutely bound by these imaginary non-disclosure agreements that I signed, which there are actually none, I can tell you everything about the game. I can ruin it right now. The final boss is I actually am bound by that. So what the final boss is?
Yeah, that was in the letter.
That was in the little letter. I
And
can't.
their games are pretty practically out on the N64. I mean, come
They're
on.
only practically though.
And they've been emulated across many consoles.
Only emulated though.
True.
You can't. Copies not like real.
Yeah, maybe the villain is Bowser.
I think it is.
Actually, it.
You
Can't say.
It's Giovanni from Pokemon.
That would be awesome. No, what were we talking about? Who would it have been awesome if it's at the end? You were saying this. It's always Gary.
Gary.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk about it being
In half. Yeah. So
in
what,
half?
Oh right. So your actual question that I was totally ignoring up until this point. Yeah, actually, your fears are justified because the frame rate does split in half when you turn the 3D slider all the way up.
Why can't we have best of both worlds?
The good thing is the frame rate dip isn't really that noticeable because it's more like the frame rate of the game is good when the 3D is on and it's spectacular when the 3D is off. So it's like it's kind of a trade-off. You know, when you turn off 3D, the resolution of the game doubles horizontally, so you get this really nice, crisp-looking 2D game with really high frame rate because it doesn't have to generate all the 3D stuff. I mean, this is going to be true for every 3DS game, not just, you know, like you said, for that other game that you're playing. That's what happens with the graphics. But Ocarina of Time 3D looks so good, and the frame rate is fluid whether the 3D is on or off. There are some spots where I've encountered some frame rate dips so far, like I was fishing in the fishing pond in Lake Hylia, and the frame rate just dropped like mad for a few seconds, and it was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. So I wouldn't be too worried.
Just to cut in, Jason spent a long time fishing because he thought he had to catch the biggest fish in Lake Hylia to give it to the Jabba Jabba to open it. So he could get in the dungeon.
Listen,
No wonder he was
spent
talking
like
about
3 days.
He was talking about
No!
he had to get to Jabba
Shut
Jabba.
up! Shut up!
So that's why it took forever.
All my credibility just went down. All of it. Listen, let me explain to you, people. I now have to give an explanation. As you know, that is my first time playing all the way through Ocarina of Time, and you might have thought,
wait, what?
this is my first time playing all the way through Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, all the way through he means he stopped at like the second dungeon.
Yeah, I
He thought it
stopped.
was
I
boring.
stopped at Dodongo's Cavern for the first time because I had played the Wind Waker first. I started really liking Zelda with the Wind Waker. So when I went back to Ocarina of Time felt kind of stale.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it had the it felt like a rehash of the Wind Waker. But in reality, Wind Waker was a rehash of Ocarina of Time. But like, I love the Wind Waker. So I am now officially further in Ocarina of Time than I've ever been. Don't spoil the game for me. And when I yell for help, don't help me. No, help me, please.
We won't.
What's going on?
Doing dungeons now, in the dungeon.
Alright, so
The graphics are actually credible inside Jabba Jabba's belly. It's all the inside of him.
Yeah, well, back to the question. I would agree that, because I did get to play your copy of the game.
we did play at E3.
And yeah, we also played at E3, but come on, we got to play the actual.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, you turn the 2D off, 3D off, and it does look really cool
Yeah.
and HD and stuff. But as Jason said, when you turn on the 3D, it still looks cool and even cooler because it's in 3D.
Yeah, well, the 3D is just done really well. I mean, it does give the game a lot of depth. Walking around in the forests, and you can just feel like you're actually in a real mythical.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten
Magical
on
forest.
Epona or something.
Yeah.
but we didn't get that far in the game.
No, with the intro, you get the stuff in the intro. It looks really cool. So it does add to the game, but the game doesn't need to be played in 2D. 3D. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want me to ask the last question, or do you want to take it back?
What is your moderator?
I think as moderator, I will ask the last question.
Very well,
As I am the moderator, I will ask the last question.
What
The
I
old
am
Spice
the
Girl.
moderator.
Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, his last name's Nada.
Oh my god.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Oh my god.
The moderator. That should be a new channel.
Anyways, our final question shall be asked.
Sorry.
Our final question shall be asked. And if you were wondering how this got from there to here, it's magic. It's magic. The last question will be asked by Linky Bros 34, who asks, do you think Hollywood would ever make a Zelda movie? Go!
I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think Nintendo will ever
I mean,
give
we
the
all
licensing
remember
rights.
Mario Brothers,
Yeah,
right?
Nintendo's very protective over the licensing rights to the franchise rights to the characters and their properties. But I mean, you never say never. I mean, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I was gonna sing the song.
But
Justin Bieber is Link?
No.
Yeah.
but you never know. I mean, there could be a possibility, but I say no. I think it could be done really well. With today's technology, they could really make a cool movie. Like, I mean, you look at reference like Thor or Avatar. I mean, it's possible to take a mythical setting and make it onto the big screen. But
they're practically making Zelda Avatar already with the Skyward Sword stuff. They leap off the cliff onto the birds.
There you go.
Looks just like Avatar.
That's right. I didn't even think about
But
that. That's
I
right.
think you're a bit too specific would Hollywood ever make a Zelda-based movie. I think, you look at Skyward Sword's graphics, you think maybe Studio Ghibli, Miyazaki, or Pixar, they could make a good movie.
Oh
It doesn't have to be live action.
Yes.
But they could make a really good animated movie
Highly
out
good.
of The Legend of
Yes to
Zelda.
Studio Ghibli. Oh my god, yes.
They would be good. Pixar would be fantastic too.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
But
in a couple
would
of our
Pixar
videos.
do?
I don't think Pixar doesn't do franchises.
Yeah,
they do
Pixar would
original
do.
stuff. So although Pixar
Unless
would be
there is like
amazing,
Team Pixar or something that like
I don't know.
like branch off.
I mean,
and
I
do mini
personally
movies.
think that a Zelda movie would ruin a lot of things for fans.
No, I don't think so.
Voice acting. Voice acting.
You don't. Link doesn't have to have a voice in the game. In the movie.
Really?
No, doesn't have to. Really? He
I don't
really
know.
doesn't have to.
I think it's time for Link to have a voice. I'm pretty sure back in the day when Zelda was first created, if there was an option to have a voice, he probably would have had a voice.
Yeah, but now it's sort of, this is so retro, we're hardcore, nostalgic,
yeah.
because we're going against the lamestream by not having a voice. There's no actual good reason. It's not, this is my rant that I always do, but there's not actually a good reason. There's no good reason to not give him a voice. People say, but voice actors can suck.
Yeah, but voice actors can also do really well.
Voice
actors can't suck. Who the hell says that? Who says that?
That guy on the internet. Look at him.
You know what? You suck.
I think they just waited too long, though. I think if they had a chance to do a voice, it should have been with Ocarina. Like when Mario, when they finally went to the 3D realm of Mario, they gave him a proper voice.
Yeah,
and
Did he not have a voice?
and
He
also
didn't. The TV show he did, but it was very grouchy. Like, hey, paisanos, he's Mario. That's how he sounded.
Yeah,
let's do the Mario.
And also, having a voice and having voice acting are two different things. He already has.
He does have a voice.
He does have a voice. And
He does have voice acting, but by have a voice, people mean have him talk, make him more of a character. Because basically, people are saying, well, it's not. Like, this isn't the original Legend of Zelda anymore. This isn't a game where you imagine yourself in this generic character's shoes. This is a character with his own. He goes off on his own adventures. He has his own reactions to everything. He does his own things in cutscenes. He has a voice. You hear him. You hear his voice. You can't say, "Oh, that's my voice." None of these things apply. Like, there's no good reason not to have it, but it's fine if you don't. It's just they're making stupid excuses as to why not. It's really just, hey, we got nostalgic value.
I'm trying to remember. Do you guys remember the Soul Calibur 2 game where Link appeared in it? Didn't he have a voice in that game? I could have sworn when you did a character select on him, he said something.
Oh my god, I don't remember.
Do you guys
oh my god.
I did play it, but I don't remember.
I remember him saying
remember.
like he said something.
Can we look this up? Can we look this
Definitely look that up because I think I remember when you can do character select and there's like a thing where you can look at the story of
Is
each
that the
character.
only other game Link has appeared in? That
I'm
isn't
going to YouTube right
Well, I mean Brawl.
That isn't Nintendo.
CDI. Okay.
All he does is make noises.
I was wrong. I was just imagining things.
No, that would have been outrageous if he.
No, I just wanted to bring it up. I just wasn't sure. But okay, so he's only made like noises and grunts so far.
Yeah.
But he does have a voice.
Yeah, he definitely has a voice, so I think people are supposed to kind of infer what his
I think they
voice
should
is.
make a Zelda game called like Link's speeching abilities or something, where you have a
Maybe like Link's
microphone and you
crossbow training
finally,
for
yeah.
for the Wii Speak.
yeah,
We speak.
and finally you
Link
can
puts
teach
your
your own
own
voice
Spanish.
until there you go.
Oh my god!
Rosetta's Stone.
Instead of Rosetta Stone, it would be like the Book of Pandora.
Rosetta's Master Sword. I don't know, something stupid like that.
Would be awesome. I think we've thoroughly answered that question.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, and so basically our answer is Link needs a game where he teaches you Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's with Chris.
Christian.
That's not Chris. That's Chris.
Both Chris.
We're both Chris,
But he's Christian.
but I'm Christian.
Yeah, he's Christian.
With Christian.
Cross. His name is Cross.
With Cross.
ChrisCrossMedia.
Here he is, right here.
I'm Media, their mascot.
Daniel's crying at home.
No,
Cody,
Dano is
you can
Media.
be everybody's mascot.
I know.
Be everybody's mascot. Anyways, that's all the time we have for you today, folks. I'm gonna miss you, Los Angeles. Not you. I'm not gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, Los Angeles. I can talk to cities. It's my secret power that I got as a present from.
We'll all miss
from
Los
Chris
Angeles.
Cross. I know.
We will all very, very much miss LA.
And it was really nice seeing you guys too. We had a blast
Yeah,
running
it
into
was
you guys
awesome.
at E3.
Cody, we probably won't see you for another year.
Cody, I probably won't see you after I send my assassins for you to take over the world. Oh, now I have no arm. Now that I have no arm, I can't do my. I do my salute with this hand. Peace and Triforce pieces. Thank you,
ChrisCrossMedia.
Participating in a round bag, and
A round bag.
it's a round table mailbag.
All right.
Hey,
It's
keep
not-
up, people, keep up. I have no
Tables
arm.
particularly round.
Yeah, it's like-
That's round. That's round.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, maybe the round bag.
All right, so we're just gonna sign off. Jason, Cody, Chris, Christian. Peace out. You just been Chris Cross and Zelda Cross. Peace out. There you go.
Zelda Cross.
End it.